Good afternoon. I'm Joey Manigualt with Georgetown County Parks and Rec. I'm also a certified official with South Carolina for over 20 years. Today, we're going to talk about definitions, Rule 4. Rule 4 with definitions is kind of like the heart of basketball. It covers everything from dribbling, traveling, passing the ball, screening, what's a foul. Also, we have fumble in basketball, and you don't hear that very often. And also, we're going to talk about continuous motion. As a matter of fact, continuous motion is probably the only rule that you will find that's the same as the NBA. And what we mean by that, once you gather the ball and you're starting your shot, you have the right to continue that. And sometimes a lot of people just don't get that. So what we're going to talk about is what we call control of player possession. Dribbling the ball, you have control. But that doesn't mean you have the right, as what we say in officials, to take your off arm and push the defender out the way. You will see that a lot. And that's what we call a player control foul. You can't do that. Let's talk about when you're in the zone, defensive zone. Offensive players are moving in and out of the lane. You cannot extend your arm, shoulder, hip, or any part of the body to get the defender or the offensive person off their rhythm. So, and then what we go into is what we call incidental contact. And what that means, sometimes if two players are going in the same direction and then there's contact, did any player get an advantage? No. Was it intentional? No. And sometimes that contact can be severe, especially when they're going for a loose ball or a ball that's not in possession of a player. So, as an official, we have to look at all that and very, very quickly. Let's talk about one of the most important things, block charge. What we say with this rule, a defender has the right to a spot or their space. And what we use to justify that, if the offensive player head and shoulders by or beyond the defender's waist, most of the time it's going to be a block. And if that offensive person comes into the defender right here, we're going the other way with the offensive player control foul. Now keep in mind, block and player control charge are totally two different things. Sometimes what we do as officials, we may call a foul away from the ball, because a lot of times we have areas that we have to cover. And most players and coaches and fans are actually looking at the ball. So as an official, we try not to do what we call ball watching. So we have to stay in our area. Say for instance, a fight or something breaks out away from the ball. We have to know who initiated it, who started it, so that way we can give out the right penalties. So when we talk about Rule 4, it covers all that in more detail. Just like, for example, if there's less than 3 feet between two defenders, the offensive person tries to go there or in between those two players, it's a player control foul. Even if it's on the sideline. Say for instance, defender has 1 foot on the sideline or out of bounds line. The offensive person runs over that defender. It may appear to be a charge, but it's going to be a block because the defensive player is out of bounds. So it's just little things like that in Rule 4 that we can go through and cover, and you can go on the website, Google it, and go through Rule 4 in detail. Anything, like I said, from dribbling, player control, team fouls, when did we shoot the 1-and-1, when did we shoot the doubles. So all those things are important. So if you go online, Google it, the National Federation of Schools, High School Rules, it'll be able to tell you. If there's any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us on Facebook. Once again, thank you and have a good day.